All right, welcome hockey fans to another great game on tap for you here for the Summit City Distillers. We are going to play Game 2 of the weekend matchup between the Distillers and the Iron City Forge. And last night, Iron City came into the fort and they had struggled a little bit. And that game resulted in a 9-2 victory for the Distillers. Coming out in the first period, Ryan Madison picked up his 4th goal. Cody Hess got his 13th goal. Brandon Gratz, his 1st goal of the season. Zach Steele's 12th, Devin Perry's 4th, and Christopher Wallam's 8th, and that was in the first period alone. But we saw the Forge hold off and shut down a pretty strong first period in the second against the Distillers. Trevor Thornton picking up his 3rd goal unassisted. But the 3rd period, we saw finally the Forge getting on the board. Dennis, got to get the name right, Bilyeu picked up his 2nd goal of the season, 1st of the game, and that opened the door for the Forge. But Cody Hess answered, getting his 14th goal. But then came Dennis Bilyeu coming and getting his 3rd goal of the season, 2nd of the game, and he was bringing it finally for the Forge as they started to answer there in the 3rd, but Cam O'Brien answered, tied that period up, and nonetheless gave the victory to the Distillers, and it was the 9-2 victory. So we'll see how it plays out today. And each period improved dramatically for the Forge, and we'll see for 4th period action. Will be the first today, see if they can just improve each period they're on this ice here in Fort Wayne and see what they can do here and see if they have an improvement. So we will see how well they do here today. They are about to get to the ice here and start this game here on a Sunday afternoon. We were supposed to start at 12:30, warm-ups at noon, but there was a game beforehand, and it was a heated game, and it was entertaining to watch, and so it delayed everything here. Well, it's 31 degrees here in Fort Wayne. The high will be 32. The low will be 24 before this Arctic weather comes, but I suspect it's going to be nice and hot, and here's the action's about to brew as the teams take to the ice.
The Distillers starting lineup, starting forward, number 61, Zach Steele. Number 96, Cody Hess. Number 16, Cam O'Brien. At defense, number 8, David Francis. And number 25, Scott Valente. And then tonight, number 51, Austin McMillan. The Distillers are coached by Nick Graham, Chris Hoy. Assistant coaches are Ian Metz.
All right, we will have the playing of the national anthem here as soon as the clock ticks down, just under a minute here. Well, here we go.
This time we ask that you rise as you are able, removing the hand coverings for the playing of our national anthem.
Thank you for participating into the national anthem. Remember to give respect To those who have served this great country and who have served and are serving, and the families that are sacrificing, those who are serving throughout this world, and also for those who paid the ultimate price and the sacrifice for this great country we call the United States. Thanks for participating, saluting that flag. And if you do see a veteran out there, you see them with the hats, thank them. Just thank them. They appreciate it. All right, so the opportunity that they've given us to be free in this country gives us an opportunity to see a great game, and we're about to see one here as we are center ice, ready for action on this clean sheet of ice, and here we go. All right, just like last night, Iron City wins the face-off, and they draw it all the way back into the zone. Hickson pushes it up, and tied up, and it's back to the defense of Valentic. He gets it across, and it's going to be picked up by Brancic, and here we go. Now O'Brien feeds it, goes through the stick of Hess. And it's back, and it's picked up. Schmidt gets rid of it. Trying to split. Picked up Valentic, back to Brancic. Brancic with it now. Pushes it up, it's a softie. Hess will get it. Cody Hess picks up the puck, coming around. Dixon puts some pressure on, turns it over momentarily. Bilyeu there feeds it across, but couldn't get anything going. And Valentic pushes it out. Meanwhile, Brancic back, stretch pass over to Debo, and he puts it in, and it's going to be chased out, but it is gathered up by Knapp. Knapp will hang on to it. Turned over. Wallam's with it now. He's in the corner. Got the slot developed there with Debo. Instead, the passer would have been cut off to Gore, so he's still behind goal line with the puck. Now feeds. Masonoff over to Gore. Gore with a look. Takes a shot, and it's hopped up on a bounce and cleared out into the neutral. Picked up by Ian Masonoff. And he gets the pass back to Sean Gore. Gore with it now back to Masonoff. Tries to throw it up there, and it was broken up, but he gets it back, and Masonoff's going to carry it in. Wallam's up front. Still working to try to get it out. It's going to be kept in by Gore. Wallam's feeds Gore. Masonoff on a change, leaves the lefty open, and an easy pickup now as the puck gets across, sits over to Coulter, and here he comes up the ice. Change is going on for Iron City, so the puck's just going to be dumped in. Stevens puts pressure on. It's into the feet of Debo. He's trying to get rid of it, but coming in strong is Delosier, so he's putting the pressure on. Sean Gore with it now, feeds it back around. Gratz gets it tossed up. And with the stick lifts there, it just comes rounding out as Debo was tying up his guy. Delosier gets this puck, comes in and out of the stick. Now it's picked up. Back into the Summit City zone, picked up by Madison. Madison drops to Gratz. Gratz with it now, puts a hit on. Survives the check, leaves the puck loose. And an attempt on a shot just goes on the side of the net. Picked up Madison. Madison taps up, and here we go. Coming up the ice is Trevor Thornton. Thornton with it now. Takes a shot in and out, recovered. And played by Gilhead Sr. Here come the Fords now, trying to get something going. Senior with a look, goes across to Junior with a shot! And it rolled up off the skate of Brueggemann. Here comes Iron City again. Schmidt with a look. Going to feed it over to Junior, but it's broken up by Drews, gathered up. And here is Gilbert Head Jr. getting some pressure from Madison. Tries to put it in on the backhand off the glass. Wraps it up into the safety netting as he goes up against Ryan Madison. And we'll see face-off just outside of the attacking zone of the Summit City Distillers. Coulter versus Munger. It's going to be Munger picks up as Forsythe got a hold of it, but he hit Munger with the shot, with the puck. Shot and a save, comes out. Now it's behind. Still battling right in front of the crease, working on it. And now it's picked up, and here comes Iron City now up the ice. Sudomerski working on it. Almost gets it taken away from Brancic. Held in by an attempt there by Schmidt. He hits Slater. Feeding up front. was Coulter, but turned over. And here we go. Steinforth with it now. Trying to get it through. Goes under the skates. Picked up Coulter. Coulter tries to pass it up to the hands of Knoblich, but now on that change unopposed coming all the way in is Trebas. He gets hit off the play. The puck's loose into the corner. Picked up by O'Brien. Back to Trebas. And O'Brien's going to pick it up on the backhand. He's creating some room here. Throws it to Trebas, and it is rejected there. Comes back, and now it's going to be held with Valentik with a shot, and it's held on. It comes out, but it is held on. And sliding in on the rebound would have been Hess. So good stop there by Iron City. As Joe Beeler shutting down the effort there of the Summit City Distillers. 15:24 remaining here in the first period. On the face-off, picked up Gore, goes wide, comes off out of the corner. Valentik coming all the way in, putting a hit on. Loses the stick of the Iron City player, that of Zach Knapp. Taking a look, Gore with a shot, broken up. Now picked up by Knapp. He launches it down ice, and now to leg it out will be Gore. And an icing against Iron City. All right, 14:57. So just at the three-quarter mark to go. We see the Distillers facing off Beeler's glove side. Brian wins the face-off. Oh, searching for it. Hess picked up, had some resistance, but it was in and out of the glove of Beeler. He had to bat it down. And here comes Iron City. Valentik will pick up now. Scott Valentik picks it up, goes across over to Sean Gore. Sean Gore with it now, and he retreats back behind goal line as he draws in the effort of Knapp. Puck's picked up, and it's dumped in. Gore hanging on, tries to draw in. Dixon feeding it up, goes in and out of the stick of Hess. So it's turned over, but it's back and forth, and good body put on by Gore as almost got beat. And created a chance. I believe that would have been Schmidt. Hess with it now. Going to drop it to Steele. Steele picks it up. Trying to get through Galata. And it just slides through the slot and comes all the way back, and it's got to be picked up back into the Summit City zone by Trey Bruggeman as he gathers it up. Touched up by Austin Mellon. And here we go. Steele coming up the ice. He's got Devin Perry in tow. It gets poked a little bit, but it's kept in. Wallum's there, picks it up, keeps it in the zone, and it's now out now, gathered up by Brandon Gratz. Gratz with it now. Gratz is gonna, he gets on the delayed offsides. He started to get in and was poked by a Forge player. Dixon will pick it up. Well, he gets through the stick, picked up Gratz. Gratz comes all the way in the slot, tries to get it. Puck gets loose. Picked up Debo, trying to feed it. And turned over, and now here's a chance. It's loose. Picked up Gratz, almost getting something here. It is a crowd out in the paint. And here's some, everybody comes out. Looked like it was going to get ugly there. But you got a lot of time for that. All right, so good effort put on by both on the attack there. Strength put on by Summit City, but a good defensive effort by Iron City, and they don't want to see anything go in. Still sitting on zeros here. All right, here we go. Off the face-off, Iron City comes out. On the pass, Coulter trying to get it, but it's taken away. Now working, taken away by Perry. Perry still hanging on to it. Almost taken by, on a intercept there. Almost a spoiler there. Perry still with it now, trying to go in. And he pokes it in, he gets it through. Right on the pads there, gets it right in the fiber, just trying to shut the door down. So Devin Perry bringing it from the Distiller zone down, comes all the way in and waits and bats it in, picking up the first goal for the Distillers here at 7 minutes and 17 seconds here of the first period. Face-off's going to be Travis working on it, trying to get it through. Got a stick on it, but advancing the puck, so. All right, so Wallam's on the assist on that. All right, so here we are, face-off. Thornson's chasing it out, trying to pick it up. Madison there as he goes up against Sotomersky. Puck's going to be kept in. Drew's with it now. Drew takes a shot. It's stopped in the skate, but he's feeling the pain there off Dan Schmidt's foot there. Now carrying in with a look and a shot and shut down. That's off the effort of Hunter Knoblich. You'll see face-off's going to be, I believe they elect stick side. As Knoblich's heading back to the bench. All right, face off. That one, credit that one to the Distillers, picked up by Gore. Gore with it now, hanging out behind goal line. Sees the feed, gets it over to Ryan Madison, and he feeds it up to Brock Drews. Here comes Drews now coming in the zone, and he dumps it in. And it wraps around. Now coming to pick it up is Thornton. Thornton gets wrapped up body, and the puck is going to be kept in, and it's sitting. And it's going to be kept by Gore. Gore with a look, takes a shot. He tries to feed it through, in and out of the glove, but covered off the hands of Joe Beeler. Doesn't want to see another one in. He allowed one, but boy, he's seen a lot of action here, and he is holding the fort, literally. Spencer Munger on the drop. The puck's there. Now it's going to be picked up. Drop back on the reach. Hanging on to it was Masonoff. Over to Gore. Back to Masonoff. Masonoff sees the lane. Tries to feed it in there, and it's momentarily broke up, but it is play. And they get it in! Summit City Distillers put it in. Goal number 2. Spencer Steinforth leading away. That goal at 8 minutes and 16 seconds. So the Distillers are starting to look like they did yesterday, starting to come out here early. All right, here we go. Masonoff drops it back, but he's going to be pinched by Bilyeu. Now it's picked up. All right, working in the corner. Munger and Steinforth in the corner trying to work it. Schmidt will maybe pick it up, and now it's going to be, couldn't get it out. Look, they're going to fire it down ice. Masonoff takes a shot, goes off the pads. Now it's gathered up by the forwards. They're trying to get it. It's just taken away by Munger. Munger looking. Munger's trying to feed it. Gets it into the corner. Try to lay it out, but here comes Iron City, and they come in now, trying to get through both defensemen, and here's the pass set up. It's wrapped around. Going to be kept out. It just rolls over the stick of Head Jr. Jr. trying to get it through. And it's picked up. Bilyeu with it. Bilyeu's going to drop it back to Dixon. Dixon with a look, and Dixon with a windup takes a shot. It's loose. And it's still on the bounce. Trying to play it. Schmidt trying to gather it up as the pressure was put on by Bilyeu. Gore with the look. Stretches the pass out into the corner, and it's going to be shut down. Boy, it was a bouncer and a hopper and everything there. And it's shut down there by Joe Beeler. Well, Stevie Wonder there playing. Almost heard the whole song finally on the face-off, and it's picked up and played now by Dan Schmidt. Turned over, Steele with it. Now it's picked up. Forsythe there goes down, but Coulter gets a hold of it and feeds it back, and here we go. Looking up ice is Schmidt. Schmidt puts it in the corner. Coulter's going to try to pick it up, but it's into the stick of Brandon Gratz. Feeds it up to Steele. Steele has it now, and he's got Cody Hess with him. He's waiting. Takes a look. And a lot of right all over Hess there. Make sure he can't pick up. Coulter tries to get it out of the backhand, but it just hops over. Steele with it, though, in the neutral zone. He's taking a look off the boards. Picked up Hess. Hess with it now, trying to split through. Gets caught in the stick of Knobloch. Creates a chance. Now Willems picks it up now. So took it away from Sotomurski. Hess picks it up now. Hess gets caught in traffic there. Now looking. Just lops it up, just goes through Steele. Oh, back to Steele from the feet of Gratz. Taking a look. Throwing it up, and it's broken up, and it is Gratz now. He gets through. The effort there, Rulata, and it is now put in. Comes off the boards, and a change for the Distillers is starting. Trying to get rid of it. It's going to be kept. Willems with it now, working now. He's in the corner behind, and comes across, and it will be kept in by Trebas. Debo is the right D right now. Willems with it. On a windup, takes a shot. Just comes right in front of the crease. Trying to keep it in, and Willems does. Oh, here comes the effort of Rhett Gulata, but he throws it back. He's the D-man, so he wisely made the play there, and that puck is kept in on that nice reach there by Willems, but he gets out. Dixon couldn't get a hold of it, so now it's picked up Travis, and he's battling here as he's taking a few hits there from Stevens on stick. And it's a bouncer picked up Beeler, and he feeds it around. Picked up by Head Jr. Dixon with it now. Picked up, turn on the turnover with a look. Is Bransick trying to feed. Oh, and he does over to Debo, and Debo pops it in. Bransick to Debo. Pick up goal number 3 here of the first period for Summit City Distillers. So good effort put on by Charles Debo IV out of Arlington Heights, Illinois. He comes to Fort Wayne and puts on a goal for the Summit City Distillers. Trevor Thornton on the face-off. Pick it up by Iron City. Dixon there picks up, and it's back and forth. He went up against Schmidt. Schmidt now has the puck down. Here he goes. Schmidt taking a look, and it's up front, almost on a poke. Good effort there by Bilyeu. Comes back around, picked up. Bilyeu with it, feeds it over to Schmidt. Schmidt with a look, and it was broken up there by Drews momentarily. Picked up Thornton. Put it in the feet. Bransick's got to try to leg this one out. He's going to retreat back to his spot or on a change, and he goes on the change. And it's picked up by Schmidt there. Feeding it, and here they come up now. Schmidt looking across on the stretch there by Head Jr. Gets it in, and here comes Madison. Madison with the puck, gets it through, and he's going to look, and he couldn't get it on the backhand, but he's going to pick it up as it got into the corner. Gives it to Masonoff. Masonoff puts it on target, trying to redirect it in. Was Drews. Picked up off the glass, could not clear out. Madison with it, puts it where it was going to go, and Gore with a wind, but a shot, and it's in the glove. Good track by Beeler to follow that one through. And 6:59 remaining here in the first. The Distillers up 3-0 here so far. Face-off's going to be on the glove side of Joe Beeler. Face-off, Munger's chasing it out. Puck comes loose. It got through Dan Schmidt. In the slot, gathered up by the Forge, and here they come. Put in on a bouncer. Was Knobloch. Now picked up Steinforth to Masonoff. Masonoff hanging out on goal line, looking for that pass. He's going to hang on to it. He's going to carry and put it in. And he does. And it's in the opposite corners. Slater's going to go up to pick it up. Ethan Slater with it, and he gets it caught. And it's now picked up, and it's played up by Knobloch. Knobloch with it now. Here he goes. He's looking for the pass. He gets it across. Taking a look. Oh, rings the pipes and can't gather it back up. Good effort there as it was put on by Devin Sudomirski. Forsyth with a shot in and out. Now it's picked up by Gore. Here comes Gore up the ice, dumps it in and wraps it around the corner, allowing the change for the Distillers. Coming in is Cam O'Brien, picks it up on the backhand, takes a hit, and it rolls into the corner. And it's picked up by Zach Knapp. Knapp with it now. He feeds it over. And it's a bouncer as he fed it over to Knoblich. Well, Knoblich with it now. Knoblich dumps it in. He had Coulter open, but he had some pressure there. Bruggeman feeds it. Taking a look now from Gratz back to Bruggeman. Now it's going to wrap off the glass, and it's going to be picked up by Hess. Hess got some pressure there, but it's turned over, and now it's Gratz trying to get a hold of it. Iron City with a look, taking a shot, and it's held on. Oh, the back door was open on the rebound there. Couldn't stuff it in. Was Isaac Stevens there. And Matthew DeLozier had worked for it in the corner, and he just took a lateral just in front of the goal line there. And tried to squeeze one through on Austin Mellon. So they will take the face-off here. They're feeling red hot right now on the draw. It's going to be picked up. Maybe, no, Knapp couldn't hang on to it. Here goes Debo. Debo on the backhand, hits the skate of Knapp, so it keeps it out. And it was picked up by Bruggeman. He took the shot, and it's held on by Beeler. Face-off in the attacking zone for the Distillers. Just about 3/4 of the period are in the books. 3-0 Distillers. Face-off in the Ford zone. Glove side of Beeler. Well, it was offside. Yeah, he did shoot that one. I thought that was shot early. All right, it's a face-off just outside the attacking zone. Good call by the officials. Looking for it on the drop. It's going to be picked up momentarily. Oh, DeLozier with it now, trying to gather his foot up. Lops it in off the boards and going after it. This time Bruggeman picks up. Hangs on to it. And he's got some room. It's a 3-man D developing here by Iron City. Carries it in. And around it goes, picked up by Knapp. Knapp with it now. Over to Gulata. Gulata feeding it, goes off the skates, or off the feet of Stevens. Now Gratz will pick it up back into the Summit City zone. Brandon Gratz carrying all the way up. Scott Wallham's going up in the slot. The puck gets poked away there, but in the direction of Beeler. He shuts it down. Momentum carry with the attack there of the Distillers, and almost a collision course, but the brakes were applied, and here we are. 4:20 remaining here in the first period. Face-off stick side, Joe Beeler. Thornton on the drop back to Valentic, goes across. Trevis there, broken up. Iron City picks up, and they're on the races here. Valentic coming back strong to help out. Shot! And it comes over. Valentic picks it up, feeds it up into the corner. Dixon gathers it up, though, and he's shoved into the corner, still hanging on to it. And coming in strong is Thornton to help out. Kept in. Head senior there. And it's going to be oh, he keeps it as Madison was off to the races there. Dixon will pick up. Tied up behind in the corner now. Just gathering it up. Thornton throws it to Madison. Madison had to reach back in his back pocket, pick it up, and he couldn't hang on as Head Jr. picks it up. Back into the corner it goes. Picked up by Gore. Gore's drawing in Kurt Schmidt. Now over to Madison. Madison looks over to Drews, but it's drawn out of the air by Dixon, but Drews ends up getting it, feeds it over to Gore. Gore with it on the dump, puts it in. Beeler's going to play it. Last second does Gilbert Head Sr. see it. And here we go now. Dixon across, all the way up, going in. On offsides was Billy. He was maybe thinking he was going the other way, carrying the puck in, but he went in first, then the puck. But he had a nice play as he fed across on the boards, and he was wide open. Just the way it came off, couldn't gather it up correctly, and hey, you go ahead and try it. You never know. If they don't see it, you go in and take your shot. Munger on the face-off. Picked up by Iron City. Mason off on the keep. Puts it back around. Spencer Munger, the captain, chasing it out. Gives it to Gore. Gore with a look. Oh! Just pokes through. Nice feed. Beeler was there and was tipped up there, I believe. That was J.D. Woods. Well, not having the number, so I'll double check. On the face-off, couldn't hang on to it, Gore. Pressure coming. Pressure put on there. Iron City working to get it out. Still kept it in the zone. And we have a whistle. All right, so facing off. Delayed offsides. 2:41 remaining here in the first period. Coulter versus Munger. It comes back, and it is picked up there as Schmidt gets a hold of it, but now it's going to be picked up, and here they look as it is dumped into the zone by Knobloch. Gore picks up. Forsyth has it now back in the corner in the defensive zone. Munger almost gets it taken away, but now it comes back, and it's into the hands of Knobloch. Gore with it. Knobloch putting the pressure on, but he is backed off now, so that behind goal line is Gore. Sean Gore with it now. Looking up. Goes over to Hess. Hess sees up the ice. He's going to carry. Try to draw in. Got a free pass developed if he gets through. And it goes in, and it's going to be Masonoff working to get it. He's tied up there. And, just getting through Brueggemann, and here goes Coulter with a look and a shot, but he goes wide. Hess will pick it up as it rounds out of the corner. He's going to try to carry this one up again. Trip call coming up against, and Mellon sees it. Another trip. So they'll carry the first one. And a power play coming for the Distillers. All right, Devin Sudomirski in the penalty box for the trip there, and it gives a chance for the Distillers to do something here. And they are on a Element Energy power play. So here we go. Back it comes into the Summit City zone, and it's picked up by Brancic. Brancic with it now. Gets it up to Gratz. Gratz sees Steele, goes across, and they say offsides. All right, so let's see what they can do here. Get the offsides here and see if they can carry this one in. Off the drop. Face off come the Distillers. Draw back to Brancic. Brancic with it now. Over to Steele. Steele with it. Drops it back to Hess. Hess goes back to Brancic. Brancic with a look. And up front, it's loose, and it is played. Defense came in, and they pick it up and launch it down ice. Stopped by Mellon. He picks up. Back comes Brancic, and the only pressure put on is Bilyeu. Feeds it over to Gratz as they trap Bilyeu back into the zone, but it's going to be picked up Galata. Galata on the clear, and he about took the coach's head off on his own bench. So they'll take the face off in the defensive zone, and the clock is running right now, and they just realized it, so now the officials will try to get that fixed right there. Both sides would want that. I mean, they'd love to see some time run off of the penalty there, but the Distillers want to see all the time they can man advantage, but still, that would send you in the locker room earlier so you can come up with a plan into the second period so you can stop the bleeding. All right, so off the face-off, puck is going to be picked up. Bilyeu with it now. He is working in that circle there. The puck comes down on the clear. All right, now picked up by Masonoff. Schmidt with the pressure here. Feeds it over to Debo. Debo with it now. Brought in by Masonoff. Masonoff hangs on. Feeds it back to Gore. Gore with the look. Takes a shot. Might have rolled off the stick of Knapp to help keep it out of harm's way. He does get a hold of it. He can't get it out. It's still riding the line. And it's going to be picked up Gore by Masonoff. Masonoff played it nicely on the line. Now it just gets through the hands of Perry. And that will run it out here. There'll be some 24 seconds to carry over time going into the second period of man advantage for the Distillers. But it is the Distillers up 3-0 here at the end of the first period. So we'll be right back with some highlights. Stay tuned. There'll be more action on tap here for the Summit City Distillers hosting the Iron City Forge. You're watching here in Fort Wayne, part of the American Premier Hockey League. We'll be right back. right, here we are back before the beginning of the second period. Just a minute 40-some seconds remaining here after the ice cut. In the first period, Devin Perry coming out, picking up his 5th goal of the season, opened the door and opened the tap for the Distillers as they started out here. Chris Wallem with his 8th assist on the season. That coming in at 7 minutes and 17 seconds of the first period. Then Spencer Steinforth comes up and gets his 2nd goal of the season. And assisted by Ian Mason off his 3rd. And that coming in at 8:16 of the first. Then Charles Debo the 4th gets his 6th goal of the season. And that one's credited is unassisted. It may have been assisted by J.D. Woods, not sure on that. But we will see if that's updated later. So here they are. Back on the ice, ready for action. The only penalty in the first period was Iron City Forge's Devin Sudomersky picking up a 2 minutes tripping. So that is it so far, but usually the second period is where you see the action. We'll see how it fares out as the Summit City Distillers hosting the Iron City Forge. Game 2 this weekend here. They picked up the victory last night, and they're going to try to work one here. Iron City looking for their first win of the season. This game is still within reach as they held off the 5 goals scored out on the first period last night. Let's see what they can do here in the second period because they were starting to come alive in the second as they were playing a very defensive effort there, and then they played a really good goal-scoring effort there in the third period. So here we are, getting ready. Clock's ticking down fresh ice. We are ready for action here in Fort Wayne. All right, here we are, center ice, Cam O'Brien going up against Kurt Schmidt. Here we are. Face-off, the puck's going to be loose. Picked up by Iron City momentarily, but Cody Hess gets it, and he gets it taken away. He takes it away from Schmidt, who almost picked it up. Dan Schmidt on an early shot. Cam O'Brien trying to put it on that fresh ice. Steal, now to Brancic. Brancic with a look, takes a shot. It's blocked by Dan Schmidt, and it is now played up by Forsyth. Travis plays the stick. Forces the puck to be dumped in on Forsyth, so here's a chance. Steele picks up a pass here for Brancic. Here comes out. It's turned over by Dixon. Over to Schmidt. Kurt Schmidt with a look on a backhander. It's loose and it's out front, and it's almost rolls in. Played by good defensive effort by the Distillers. They are still working now. Brancic with it now in the corner. Gets caught in a skate on an easy pass there. Turned over momentarily by Dixon, but gets it back as Hess. Here comes Hess now. Hess feeds it over. Steele picks up. Steele hanging on. Feeds it back to Masonoff. Masonoff with it. Back to Steele. Gets it taken away. Dixon picks up. And he stretches on the pass. Bilyeu's going to go after it. And it is played instead off the hands of Austin Mellon. Around it comes. Now picked up. Gathered up by Steele. It's played by Perry. Coulter on the pickup high slot, and here he goes looking over to Bilyeu. Bilyeu with it now. It's a Bilyeu, and it's going to go over to Galata. Galata getting a hold of it, and just trying to sauce it in there on the pickup there was Coulter right in the crease. No doing. Now it's picked up by Charles Debo, and he feeds it over to Devin Perry, and here he goes. Devin Perry, he's got a chance here, but it is poked by Galata. As he went down, good play. Good defensive effort. I'm enjoying watching Rhett Galata play. The defensive effort for Iron City. Puck's going to be dumped in. Comes off the glass. Picked up Valentic after the touch-up by Mellon. The puck's put out by Debo. Wallem's trying to pick up, but Galata gets a hold of it and gets rid of it. Now it's picked up by Masonoff. Takes a shot. It's off the boards wide. Kept by Debo. Debo with it. Getting some pressure here. He's double-teamed. Valentic coming in. Keeps it in on feet. Still working. It does sip its way out, but it's back in on the delayed offside. Now it's going to go over to Schmidt. Wallem's to take it away instead. Here he goes. Creating a lane. He loses it, and it's going to be picked up with a look from Perry with a shot. Trying to stuff it in the corner. Galata there tying up the player of Wallem's, waiting for his goaltender to get across, and he did. Now looking to get rid of it. Now trying to pick this up and get going. with a shot, and it's held on off the hands of Devin Sudomersky. He had a pass in his pocket. He kept it and took the shot there. See if he can get the goaltender to keep an eye out on his left, and instead he took the shot on, and it's shut down. 17-11 here in the second remaining. Face-off picked up by Trey Bruggeman over to Ryan Madison, but it just comes off the boards. Takes a shot, kept the pads there off the effort there of Head Jr. Schmidt trying to work through. On the keep with a look is Head Senior. Junior and Senior get beat here. And here's Drews with a look. He takes a shot. It's loose. And it's going to be picked up by Junior working. He's tied him in the corner. And on Madison coming in. So he gets it away. Looking up front, and it's all in the pads, and it is seized upon by the Forges. There's the three-man D right there in the paint as they helped out the effort of Joe Beeler. So it's the Gilbert Head team there, along with a little backup. It really helped out there. I believe that was Sudomersky there on the help. And they shut down the Distillers' effort, but they will take the face-off here in the attacking zone, stick side of Beeler. On the face-off, it's going to be picked up Madison. He has the battle there with Thornton. With a look, taking a shot, and holds on as Bruggeman's attempt. Off the face-off, Forge come out with it. They wrap it around, but taken off a little too soon. Was Beeler. Brandon Gratz had picked it up and came in all the way with a shot, but it was shut down by Beeler. So Bellew there had stretched out there and negated the effort of the left D to hold the line there. Munger drops it back to Brancic. Brancic with a look. Feeds it back, and it's into the hands of Steinforth, in and out. Now trying to pick up. Bellew feeds it across. Dixon couldn't get there in time. Michael there, but the pressure put on, and Schlater might pick this back up, and he does, from Trebas. Puck's picked up by Iron City, back in their zone, behind goal line. Looking to do something with it, and couldn't get it out. Brancic with it now, he couldn't get it out, was Bellew. Schlater with a shot, comes back to him, working to get it back, tied the ball along the boards. Now it's picked up Iron City, but it's taken away by Steinforth. He looks across, goes over to Munger with a look. Munger goes wide off the boards, can't get the rebound. Now picked up Steinforth, just tying body up, but it gives a chance for Iron City now to pick it up, and they launch it down the ice, and here we go. Travis has got to try to not get beat, and here we go with Bellew, and he gets a shot off. He was hot last night. Good shot, good break, looking that puck position. Created a chance for himself, but he was shut down by the hands of Austin Mellon. Now picked up Steinforth with it now. Or actually, picked up Hess. Hess with the puck. Brancic with it. Keeping it in. Steele. Feeding it back to Hess. Hess with it now. Picked up by Iron City, but they usually Hess is getting it back. Touched up by Steele, but picked up and cleared out. Off the hands of Knoblich. Now it's center ice melee here. Now we're trying to get it going. Masonoff feeds it over to Hess. Here goes Hess. Got Masonoff going up, but it is Gulata gets a hold of it and takes it away. Poked up. Bellew with it now. Here he goes, trying to get up ice. He puts on the brakes. Feeds it back to Gulata. Gulata with it now. Gulata coming in with a look. Takes a shot. Puts it soft and rolls up off the stick. Picks up the rebound off the glass. Still with it. Wants to feed it back, and he does. Gulata hanging on to it. Picked up. Bellew with a shot. Oh, stepping on the puck. Picking up on the loose puck up in the slot. And what a shutdown put up there by Austin Mellon, the Calgary, Alberta native, coming up strong here as Iron City was knocking on the door there, putting the pressure on. So here we are with a penalty against the Distillers. Cam O'Brien in the penalty box. Here's a chance for Iron City. With a man advantage here, see what they can do with it here. Wallums versus Schmidt. Iron City coming out with a face-off, hanging on. Trying to go after it. All right, on the Culture Gym penalty kill here off the tripping call of O'Brien. Iron City here now is going to try to mount a charge. They had to pick it up back in their zone. Now they come out with a head of steam coming up the ice now. Here's Schmidt with a look. And he couldn't get it going there. Kurt Schmidt. Still working on it. Gets pushed off the play by Masonoff. Now trying to get it kept in now by Knapp. Now working along. As Knobloch feeds it into the corner. Taking a look, but it's poked out. And Gulato's got to leg this one out as he's up against, but coming back is Knapp, really strong. And the puck is picked up. Good defensive effort as Wallums almost had a breakaway there, but he was legged out by the Forge. Schmidt with it now. Schmidt drops it back with a look, taking a shot off the pads, off the effort there of Knobloch. And here comes Debo. Short-handed now, coming up the ice. Gonna drop it. Leaves it, trying to feed it through, and it almost gets a chance there as Perry putting the pressure on Delosier with it. And now it's going to be picked up by Head Senior. Looks up ice. And here comes a chance now. Delosier waiting. Schmidt with it. Schmidt's going to choose to just carry it in the slab and turns it over. And it's picked up by Brock Drews. Takes a look. Oh, and a shot picked up. Grabbed it out of the air. It's off the hands of Devin Perry. Kept in by Drews. Drews with it. Feeds it in the feet. And it's going to be Drews. And he does pick it up. Drews feeds it. Gets it to Perry, who's tied up by Head Senior. But he held on to it and spun out and put it through the hands of Joe Beeler to pick up the first goal of the second period for the Distillers. Good effort by the Drews Perry show. That coming in at 7 minutes and 41 seconds of the second period. Face off now, going to be picked up. Billy with it. Still working on the short-handed. Is what that was. Waiting on the Cam O'Brien penalty to expire. Coming back to protect Dan Schmidt. We'll look at the door as O'Brien comes out. Now gathered up. Trying to look for it. Forsyth with it. Forsyth on the even strength here. And it's looking like they're still in penalty kill mode. Shot comes off, stick save, backed up by pads, and it rolls up into the safety netting in the corner. See a face-off here. So good effort by the Summit City Distillers. As they get the short-handed goal there, they get back to the movable fitness full strength program here. With 11:39 remaining here in the second period. Face-off's going to be picked up momentarily there by the Forge, but turned over by Hess over to Steele. Steele trying to go all the way in, trying to feed it, searching for it. It's under the pads, or actually under the glove there of Beeler. On the face-off of the shot. Trevor's trying to feed from point. And high slot, actually. Now picked up, working. And picked up Iron City. Here they come now. Wants to feed. Gets it over to Billy. Billy with it. Billy wanted to take a shot, but he's going to look in the slot instead. And it's on a stick lift picked up by now Madison. Madison's going to try to get through Gulata. Gulata's hot knee. Madison there on the backhand. Couldn't get it, but he has the puck. And now it's loose. Tapped up by Knapp. Now picked up Brancic. Brancic goes over to Madison. Madison with a look. And can't get it going again. Drew's on the reach, but it is kept in by Brancic. What hands. Now there. Gulata picks up. And Drews, it gets tipped up into the glass, but it did not go up into the safety netting, so it is playable. Now coming up ice is Dixon. He's got Bellew trying to pick up there on the rebound, and a shot off the rebound. No doing, goes high on the pickup. Trying to fire it in there. Was Coulter on the keep here. Oh, here we go. Dixon with it on the backhand. Look, oh, he's trying to feed the corner, but the back was turned by Bellew, but he did pick it up. But he ran out of space here. Brancic now, the quarterback. He looks, fires it down, but it's taken away by Knapp. Gets it back, but it's delayed offside or hand pass, well, either way. But he gives him a change here at the halfway mark. 10:03 remaining here in the second period. Working on the lone goal score so far by Devin Perry. Munger on the face-off, drops back to Masonoff. And it's going to be picked up Head Senior. But he's got pressure here from Schlater. Picked up, trying to poke it in was J.D. Woods. Masonoff lets it go. Gore with a shot, and it rolls in! And I believe it goes off the stick of Woods there as the puck was put in. On the tie up there right in front of the crease, he gets that stick in there and just gets it through Beeler. And gets the second goal here of the period, making it 5-0 so far for the Summit City Distillers. And that coming in at 10 minutes and 12 seconds of the second period. Summit City. Face off, wins it back. Schmidt puts it back. And now it's going to be picked up and played in by Head Jr. Gathered up. Sotomarsky trying to feed it through. Couldn't get it through. Couldn't get it through Masonoff. Could have picked up by O'Brien. Bryan there gets tied up. And Hess will pick it up. Goes across, trying to gather it up a steal. He had to scoop it, but he gives it back to Hess. Now in front to Masonoff. Masonoff on the spin move. Gets it wide, and it's on the attempted clear. O'Brien back on the left D spot. Masonoff with it now, trying to feed. Picked up Hess, though. High slot, now working along. He's trying to get through the double team here. He does get it back, trying to walk it in, and he does! On a Sunday afternoon walk in the park. He makes it look easy, but he was working it, and he comes in, and he gets it over the right shoulder of Joe Beeler. Cody Hess with the finesse. Puts a goal in. Goal number 6 for the Summit City Distillers. At 11 minutes and 1 second of the second period. Face off center ice. Going to be picked up and played by the Summit, or actually by the Forge. All right, we're going to do this face-off here. All right, face-off into the hands of Masonoff. Gets it across to Gore. Gore feeds it up to Steele. Steele going. Hess there in the slot. Held on by Steele. And it's going to be kept in by Masonoff. Feeds it into the corner. Around it goes. Picked up Hess. Hess with it now. Hess is tied up there by Schmidt. The puck just sips its way back into the Summit City zone. And it's going to be played by Mellon to Gore. And Gore retreats. Now setting up. Bryan comes through. And he gathers it up. Trying to get it to Delosier, but it is turned over. And it is picked up by Gore. And Gore's going to leg this one out. Here he goes. He does see up to Hess, but he gets it, and he tries to dump it in. He almost got it taken. He did manage to get it in. Steele picks it up in the corner. Coulter comes in to try to help out to get it away. Now it's picked up and cleared out by Delosier. Pressure up there by Knobloch. But here we go. Gratz coming in strong. He's got those hands when he gets in that slot. And it's turned over. Coulter feeds it. And he gets it back Villieu, and oh, he goes off sides. He was racing, and he didn't see any much pressure. Kind of upset with the carry in there by Nobla because he felt he had some momentum, and Distillers gave him a little room to come in, and just some missed timing there, and they'll figure it out. All right, so here we go. Off the face-off, it is back. Bruggeman feeds it back to Gratz. And it's up to Bruggeman, and he gets some pressure here. Schmidt ties him up now. Dixon working on it. Right in front of the Forge bench. It does come down as a shot, but it was a wobbler. Played into the corner. Debo putting the pressure on. Schmidt got it caught in the skate of Wallums. Back comes Gulata. Schmidt with it now. Dixon throws it up, but he can't get it out. It's kept in on the hands of Perry. Perry takes a shot. It's a bouncer, and it's loose. And it's picked up by Gulata. Gulata on the good read there. Picks up. Now he picks up the pass there from Villieu. Gulata with a look. Takes a shot, and he scores. We seen him hook up last night. Gulata to Villieu, but this time it's Villieu to Gulata. Because Gulata he was going to launch down the ice. He had to come back because the puck was trapped into his defensive zone, and he came back, played his spot, but this time he came up as a forward, and he picks up the goal and gets the goose egg off the board for Iron City. So Red Gulata opens the door for Iron City at 13:26 of the second period. Face-off one, back to Valentic for the Distillers. Drews gets bounced off the play by Head Senior. With a look, broken up. With a look, Valentic with a shot. It's tipped up on the glass. Now picked up. Still working it on the hands of Thornton. He's tied up in the corner by Head Senior. Madison picks up, feeds back to Brancic. Brancic just trying to put it in, and almost picked up by Drews. Now it's still tied up. Thornton working it, trying to feed it up front. Picked up Madison with a shot on a point blank, and it's shut down by Beeler. Now looking up and could not. He was trying to look up ice. Was Heads Jr. taken away, and he scores! Ryan Madison on the takeaway. He answers there as Head Jr. was looking to see where to go with the puck, and he just stole it. And he comes up and picks up goal number 7 for the Summit City Distillers, Ryan Madison. And that coming in at 14 minutes and 9 seconds of the second period. And we will redo the face-off as Schmidt was coming back to the box, or to his bench, Kurt Schmidt. Face-off's going to be picked up Brancic for the Distillers to Valentic, back to Brancic. Brancic just goes in and out of a stick. Sotomarsky putting the pressure on, and it is now picked up into the hands of Madison from Brancic. Brancic will pick it up. A little spoil there. Sotomarsky could not get it. They say ice. And icing against the Distillers. All right, so they got to take the face-off here in the defensive zone. Let's see what Iron City can do with this as they open the door here and they want more. Face off, Forsyth picks up, feeds it across with a look, taking a shot and a save out in the slot. Gathered up now. The shot from Dan Schmidt. Now going back, Madison comes back into the corner with Forsyth. Forsyth tries to tie him up on body. Comes out Madison, feeds it up to Brancic. Brancic with a windup, takes a shot, tipped up. Madison trying to pick up and redirect. Good stop there by Beeler. Gore with it now. Gore feeds it, but it's going to be turned over by Schmidt and launches it down ice, and it goes on an icing against the Forge. And here's the change that the Distillers needed with 5:01 remaining in the second period. All right, face off, glove side of Bueller. Shut down, and they'll try it again. All right, Ryan Madison's 5th goal of the season we just saw there. Rhett Gulata's first goal, congratulations to him. Hey, they're the other team, and I don't mind because I like watching Rhett Gulata. I love watching D-Man. It's my spot. I love it. And he picks up a goal, gets his first. Good for Iron City. Good for him. All right, Gore on the keep. Taking a look now is Munger. Munger with a look. It's a bouncer up front on the backhand. It comes out, and it's Slater who picks it up. Ethan Slater picks up a goal here for Summit City. Gets goal number 8, and that coming in at 15:16, which means 4:44 on the clock, and those are his numbers tonight. Congratulations, Ethan. All right, face off, and we'll try it again. All right, face off comes back. Gulata picks up now. Munger on the assist, the captain. Here we go. Iron City on the backhand pass, trying to feed it up. And Gulata waited on Delosier to pick up, and ends up getting it. Delosier with it now. Delosier feeds it over to Schmidt, but it's going to be picked up by Steinfort, and then over to Masonoff. Here's Masonoff now. Masonoff carrying, Munger going up, and just gets offside on the poke there, taken away. Slater puts body on, creates the puck to come loose, and on the offsides here. And Metz back on, but now it's in the possession of the Forge. Here come the Forge now. Gore on the takeaway there. And he's down in the corner. Looks like Gore, as he kind of battled there, looks like he kind of took a misstep or got a little help from Knobloch to go down there, and he's a little bit in pain here. The trainer coming out to take a look. Hopefully he's all right, but he looked like a funny twist there as he was going down. After we're working off to the Ethan Slater 2nd goal of the season effort there, Spencer Munger's 4th assist. And he is getting up now, so it is good to see. Sean Gore from Denver, Colorado, kind of favoring that left knee a little bit, so let's hope to see him back out there, or he can rest up and be the 2nd best spectator here. I feel like I'm the 1st. We're right up here and got a great view, and of course the fans, they got the best view in the house, I suspect, but we're up here high and we love it, and it's fun to watch this game. It's a great sport. All right, kept in by Knapp. Off the face-off, won by the Forge. Pushed off the play there. Bruggeman putting the pressure on. It's a wobbler. And Gulata tried to go on the backhand, but he hits the shin pads there of Gratz. Hess has it now. Hess looks, takes a shot, and it's stopped off the chest protector, I believe. Now here we go. Gulata reaches and gathers it up. Keeps it from O'Brien. Schmidt with it now. Schmidt's got some room. He takes the shot. He tries to pick the corner. It rides the rails, comes all the way down. It's a no ice, and all the way it comes, and it's going to be picked up Knapp. Knapp putting on the brakes, keeps it from Hess. Gets the pass, but it goes through the stick there. And it into the corner, goes through the stick of Knobloch. And here goes Bellew. He's got the speed. He sees the pass. He sets it up, and it is going to be stopped on pads. He waited to see where he can try to stuff it in there. Was Knobloch there. Now coming on the other end. And a break up there as Hess tried to feed one through the feet of Gulata, but he knew better. And here we go. Now trying to carry it up and get it going is Knobloch. Knobloch gets it caught in the skate of Bruggeman. And a shot. And he picks it up there with Schmidt. And tried to feed it. It was in and out of the stick, so now Steele with it now. Steele drops it to Hess. Hess coming in there in the slot, taking a look. Taking a shot, goes up and over. Steele tries to feed it back around. Couldn't get much on it. He's got resistance there. Steele with a look, and it's loose. Oh, and it goes in. It was broken up momentarily, but it does go in. O'Brien gets it. And it was a slow-mo as we were waiting on it to see where it would land. But Cam O'Brien comes up and picks up goal number 9 for the Distillers. Added 17:33 of the second period. All right, I think we're ready for puck drop here. Well, all right, may have to pay credits for that song. All right, here we go. Billy on the faceoff wins it for the Fords, trying to get a hold of it. Up front, taking it. Oh, couldn't gather it up as Coulter. It looked like he was getting ready to fire away just in front of the paint. Oh, picked up. Billy there almost got it. As he slid through, it's going to be picked up by Brancic. Brancic with it now. Over to Debo. Over to Perry. Perry with a look. Off the boards. Picked up Head Sr. Trying to clear it out. And it's a change for Bilyeu. Maybe. Nope. He just chose opposite where the puck went. Trevis with it now. He takes a look, takes a shot, and it's held on. Darren Trevis out of Noblesville, Indiana. He's a high school hockey coach. I didn't catch the name of the school, but his players are here. Told the players to razz him if he makes a mistake. All right, on the face-off in the attacking zone. Distillers come out with it. Debo touches it up to Brancic. Brancic with it now, riding the blue line. Feeds it over to Debo. Debo throws it back. Trevis with a look, takes a shot, and grabs it out of the air. Trevis shooting on each side. Right or left, trying to find one. But it's all work. Persistence brings perseverance, and here we go. Trying to feed it. Wallums feeds it off the board. Trevis going into the corner to try to gather it up. And it is, oh, Wallums almost on the turnover. Forsyth with it. He's hanging on to it. And looking for it. Now working it. Schmidt with it now. Tries to feed it up to Forsyth. Wallums on the spoiler. Sotomersky with it now. Gets pushed off by Thornton. Or Perry. Brancic with it now. Gets through. From Michael. Brancic feeds across with a shot. It's high. Debo picked the corner. Just gets it a little bit up. Brancic hanging on to it. Brancic feeds it over to Debo. Over to Masonoff. Tried to one-time it in. Got on the heel. Went straight. Still has it. Feeding the slot, but the slot wasn't there yet. Oh, in the feet. Almost turned over there by Debo, where it should have went. Valentic holding the fort here. Launching down ice, but it's turned over by Galata as Wallums was down ice. Galata trying to get through Masonoff. Hangs on to it. Perry gets disposed of. Picked up Wallums because the puck came loose. But it is tied up now by Knobloch. And that will run the period out as it was down to seconds there. And that will do it for the second period as we see the Summit City Distillers pouring it on in the second period. See how good effort by the Summit City Distillers, but there was a goal scored by the Iron City Forge. And we suspect they liked how they did that. We may see more out of them in the third period, so stay tuned to see what happens here on Game 2 this weekend of the Summit City Distillers hosting the Iron City Forge. We'll be right back. right, here we are back getting ready for third period action. We're about to see what we can do here in this period here. Give you some highlights here of the second period. Devin Perry getting his 6th goal of the season. Brock Drew's 8th assist. And that coming in at 7 minutes and 41 seconds of the second period. And then we have, I believe, this one here, it's credited as placeholder, but I believe that one will be J.D. Woods. Picks up the goal for the Distillers. And that coming in, and Ian Masonoff on the assist, his 4th assist of the season. And that coming in at 10 minutes and 12 seconds of the second period. Then Cody Hess picks up his 15th goal unassisted. And that coming in at 10 minutes and 20 seconds. Then Rhett Gulata finally picks up a goal for the Iron City Forge. It's his 1st goal of the season. And assisting is Dennis Bilyeu, his 2nd assist, and Kurt Schmidt's 9th. That coming in at 13 minutes and 26 seconds of the second period. But Ryan Madison answered on his 5th goal. It's unassisted, and that coming in at 14 minutes and 9 seconds. Ethan Schlater gets a 2nd goal of the season. Spencer Munger's 4th assist. Sean Gore's 14th assist. And that coming in at 15 minutes and 16 seconds of the second. Cam O'Brien gets his 4th goal of the season, assisted by Zach Steele. 23 assists for Steele. And Hess gets his 24th assist, and that coming in at 17:33. And here we are, ready for third period action. Fresh ice, center ice. 20 minutes on the ticker, 9-1. And here we go. It is picked up by Iron City Forge. They pick up and dump it into the corner. Gathered up. Now looking to bring it up here, and here we go now. Dropping back as Brancic turns over. Schmidt picks up. Schmidt on the backhand, and it's a shoulder stop. And a stop there by Mellon. Now picked up Hess. Here we go. Hess with the puck. Trying to sip through. Picks it up behind goal line. And it's turned over and gathered up now by Iron City. And almost broken up by Steele was the attempted pass there by Bilyeu, but it's going to be picked up now by Schmidt with a look. Feeds it, and a shot, and a goal. Just like that, right through the fiver of Austin Mellon. Goal scored by Iron City. And I do believe that's Kurt Schmidt that picked up the goal there with an assist from Ryan Dixon, or it's the other way around as Dixon is leading the way. So 45 seconds into the third period, Iron City finds a goal. And they cut the lead down to lucky number 7 here to see if that's going to be the luck for them there. Here we go on the face-off. Iron City wins the drop. Now trying to feed it up there was Dixon. Picked up Gore. Picked up to Debo. Debo with it now, feeds it back. Throws it up ice to get rid of. Picked up by Knapp. Gulata there trying to feed it through, but Wallums keeps it on skate. Gulata still plays it though. Now picked up Bilyeu. And here they come up ice. Trying this again, the 21-23 show. And that of Dixon and Schmidt. But now here it is turned over, picked up. Forsyth drops it back, and he gives it back to Schmidt. Dan Schmidt. And he feeds it over. Here we go. Over to Bilyeu. Bilyeu with it now. Bilyeu looking on the backhand. Drops back. Picked up. And almost on an attempt there was Knobloch on the turnover now. It's going to be picked up by Debo. Debo with it. Debo looking up front, but it's stopped by Dan Schmidt. Schmidt wraps it off the glass. It's going to be picked up, played now, and here we go. Knobloch with it there. Gets it from Coulter. Knobloch, here he is. Coming in on the backhand. Sees he feeds it to Coulter with a shot, and he goes wide. And it's going to be picked up by Valentic over to Debo. Gets through Debo as he turned, but he hangs on to it. Looks for the pass. He's the only one up. Over to Valentic. Now it's put in. And it's turned over, and Coulter couldn't get a hold of it. And it comes back for an icing against Iron City. All right, face off in the defensive zone for the Forge. Let's see what the Distillers can do here. Thornton versus Coulter in the face-off circle. It's going to be glove side of Beeler, and it is going to be picked up by the Distillers after all that with a shot in the glove. and it's held on by Joe Beeler. Face off there, it's going to be picked up by Madison. Feeds it back to Valentic. Valentic feeds it back to Madison. They change spots. Madison feeds it over. Picked up, played by Thornton. Over to Valentic, off the boards. Valentic with a shot, but it's blocked by Dan Schmidt. Kept in by Drews. Picked up Madison. Madison looking, and it's poked out by Beeler. It's going to be kept in by Bruggeman. Bruggeman with it, and he almost lost it. Picked up Valentic, he's got room. Tries to feed it up to Madison. The puck's loose, and it's picked up now by the Iron City Forge of Forsyth. Or Coulter, I mean. Coulter tried to feed it in. It's going to be tipped in by Madison, so it's gathered up. Fed around by Bruggeman over to Madison. Madison sees up ice, and he does. He connects with Drews. Drews takes a hit as he picks up the puck and the hit from Head Senior, who has it now. Now it's going to be picked up by Schmidt. Here's Kurt Schmidt with a look. Wraps it around, but it's shut down on the hands of Mellon. Turned over with an attempt there as Schmidt picked up. He's feeding up high. Head Senior with a look. Gets the pass. Oh, just goes wide to Junior. Gets it to Junior, and he tries to feed it in. Just goes with a shot. And it's blocked by Drews, gathers it back up. Asaltas feeds across over to Head Senior to Head Junior, and it's playable on a delayed penalty against the Distillers. Beeler just sees it, and he heads to the bench, but it is too late as Madison shuts down the effort there. An interference call coming up against the Distillers here. Shall into the penalty box, Trey Bruggeman, the Hilliard, Ohio native. Takes the penalty for interference. And after that goal scored there, let's see what Iron City can do here as they popped a few in. Let's see if they can do it on the man advantage. Go out on the keep. Pass almost on the breakaway. Now it's going to be picked up. Brancic with it now. Brancic retreats as he resets. They did get a shorthanded goal earlier. On the read, Steele tried to pick up the passer. Mainly was probably going to be a dump there, but he tips it up over the scoring glass there, or actually over the penalty box. Out of place. We'll see another face-off here in the defensive zone for the Distillers, working off a minute 44. In the penalty kill there. On the Culture Gym penalty kill, let's see what they can do here. On the face-off, Steele tried to get it past Gulata there. He had to come all the way back to get it. Now Hess with it. Try to get it up to Brancic. Goes up against Knapp. In the zone. Picked up Brancic. Brancic with it now. Over to Gratz. Gratz looks and throws it back to Brancic. Brancic gets it off the boards. Gets it into the feet of Hess on a slight duress pass there. Dixon working on it. Hangs on to it. Feeds it to Gulata. Gets it through Steele. Gulata's still trying to hands it. Trying to get it through Hess. Hess picks it up in the feet. Oh, broken up, but it's going to be picked up Gratz. He reaches and pokes up to Steele, and he's going to look for the pass here, but he's tied up, and a penalty coming now against Iron City Forge as Hess is trying to work it in. We do see Mellon on the bench, who made it back. And an interference call going the other way. So with 50 seconds left on the penalty against the Distillers. Now we saw that great effort on that poke up. Kurt Schmidt had to just go and do what he had to do. So Kurt Schmidt, Iron City Forge, will be attended here in the penalty box here in Fort Wayne, and he's got some differential here, so before the Distillers can let him out of his lease early, got to try to work off 50 seconds, but we're 4-on-4 right here. Masonoff coming back, but Coulter putting on the Jets here and almost caught up to it. Masonoff with it now behind goal line. All right, here we are now. Masonoff looking. Gets it to Wallem. Tries to give it over to Perry. Turned over, but he gets out. Picked up Coulter back in the zone. He gets the pass off, and here we go. Now looking to come up. Getting some pressure here. Perry putting the pressure on. And he was trying to spoil the effort there of Hunter Knobloch, and he did. Knobloch picks it up, though, but it's taken away. Masonoff is there. Knobloch putting the pressure on him. Wallem doesn't see it. Now it's going to be picked up. Sotomarsky with a shot. It was going to go high. It's going to be still work. Knobloch was trying to work it there, but it's picked up Wallem's. Wallem's is there. And he's still hanging on to it. Takes it back to Debo. Debo with it now. Debo's going to go back to him. Wallem's hanging on. Switches spots, though. Oh, he hangs out. I don't know if he's going for the pass, whiffed on it or what, but he has the puck now. Feeds it. It's a give and go. And Trevis with it now. Gets that from Debo. Now back to Wallem's. Wallem's with the look, taking a shot, and he scores! So a power play goal there because there were 38 seconds left there. So that lease was let up early. So Travis leading the way there. We'll see if he's credited for the goal, Darren Travis. If I'm saying the name right. Boy, I hope I am. That's what I was told. He'll be called anything if he's got his name on the score sheet there. Good for him, the Noblesville, Indiana native. And it puts the goals into the double digits. All right, now picked up. Drew's looking as Madison got a hold of it. On a shot from Gore. Hits the safety netting there as it rides up over the pads of Beeler. All right, face off in the attacking zone. Thornton working on it, throws it back to Trevis. He's going to switch spots with Gore. So Trevis gets the assist. And the puck's put back into the Summit City zone. Picked up Drews. Goes across. Madison's looking to pick it up, but it's going to be picked up by Head Senior. Poked and kept in on the hands of Trevor Thornton. Thornton with it now, right in front, trying to feed it. Just goes high up into the safety netting, and we'll see a face-off here. And they will go outside. We're talking about it. They'll stay inside. Face off there, picked up, kept in by Brueggemann. Woods trying to get a hold of it. He does. He tried to feed Slater right there on top of the paint. Billy with it. Goes across. Connects. And here we go with Dixon. Dixon with it. Dixon trying to get it through Valentek. Hanging on to it. He's going to push it up. Head Senior there. Tried to get it across to Head Junior, and it's spoiled by Woods. But Junior with it. Junior flings it down, and it's played. Dixon gathers it up. Coulter going up. He's in the slot here on the backhand effort. Now picked up Coulter, but it's broken up there by Woods, but it gets back to Senior. Senior wants to go, well, with a shot of his own. Broken up, comes off the boards. Brueggemann on the feed. Dixon will leave it go to Junior. Junior with it now. Junior feeds over to Dixon. Dixon just lays it through. Now it's picked up. Coulter over to Dixon. Dixon may feed back if he can back to Junior, but he is tied up well by Munger, and it is Valentek there in help. Now it's picked up Slater. Slater looks to get rid of it. Comes back to Junior. Junior with it. He takes the hit from Munger. Leaves the puck go. Munger kicks it out on the soccer move. Gives it up to Woods. See if he can give him the assist here. Oh, and a shot. Valentek cleaning up Junior here. Now the puck is picked up. Munger will pick up his stick, and coming back with a look is Billy. Oh, and he couldn't put much on it, and he goes wide, and it's picked up now and played by Munger, and it's over to Bruggeman. Bruggeman on the hit now, looking, puts it in the zone. Hess with a shot! And it's a save, picked up as the puck was there. Masonoff picks it up, looking up front. Bruggeman on the hit, kept in by O'Brien. O'Brien with a look, feeds it, but he gets it into Junior's skate, and Junior pushes it out of the corner. Well, maybe not. He gets pushed into the corner, and now it's a battle here as Junior going against Bruggeman, and a penalty has ensued. Just a minute away from the halfway mark here of the third period. And we see Gilbert Jr. heading into the penalty box. So Chris Wallem gets his 9th goal of the season. Darren Trebas picks up his first assist, and Charles Debo's the 13th assist. That put in at 6:28 of the third period. It's a power play goal. And that put the Distillers in the double-digit range. And they're fixing the net, rebuilding the house for Joe Beeler. He's set, ready for action here. Face-off glove side in the forward zone. The face-off win picked up by the Distillers with a luck shot. Rounds out into the corner. It's going to be picked up Steele. Steele with it now. Steele drops back to Masonoff. Masonoff with it. Feeds it over to Hess. Hess now looking. Gets it across over to Steele. Steele will feed back to Masonoff. Masonoff will look up to Hess. Hess with it, but it's launched up in the air. Hess got some pressure there from Gulata. But he pushes it back to Masonoff, and now Hess with it. Hess on the pass to Steele, back to Hess. Hess trying to get a hold of it, but Schmidt on the breakup. It's back to Steele, back to Masonoff. Masonoff with the wide, takes a shot up off the boards. It's a bouncer, still loose, going to be gathered up by Schmidt. Schmidt with it, and he gets rid of it on the penalty kill for the Forge. Held back into the zone by Austin Mellon. 10:17 remaining. $1.15 on the power play still here for the Summit City Distillers. Hess with it, feeds it around. It's going to be kept in. Brancic gathers it up. Brancic with it now. Brancic over to Steele. Feeds over to O'Brien. O'Brien has to pick it up. Feeds it back to Brancic. You can't get much on it, but Brancic, he makes up the difference. Delayed penalty coming. Mellon's on the bench. Wallens couldn't get out in time before the puck was touched up on a cross check. Be a two-man advantage coming for the Distillers here. And now we'll get a good look on the special teams for the Iron City Fords. With the Distillers two-man advantage here. All right, here we are, ready for puck drop. Face-off comes back, and it's picked up into the hands of Perry. Drafted back to Brancic. Brancic feeds on a shot and a save put on there by Brendan Gratz. Gathered up by Chris Wallem. Wallem's with it now. Tries to get it through, broken up on the feet, I believe, of Bellew. And Knapp putting the pressure on. Now goes back to Brancic. Brancic now to Wallem's. Wallem's with it now. Goes in the corner to Debo, over to Brancic. Brancic with a wind-up, gets the pass over with a shot, and he just rings the pipes. Oh, and the good effort there put on by Devin Perry. Just gets out of the reach of Brancic, and he's got to go back and pick it up, back into the Distiller zone, but plenty of time still on the clock on the power play advantage. On the Element Energy power play here, and it gets put in a little early, so take a face-off, well, we'll take the face-off center ice. Holding that 1 second penalty in the box. Face-off's going to be, split here, and Billy lets it go. Picked up Bruggeman. And now it's just a one-man advantage now for the Distillers. Bruggeman feeds over to Debo. Debo drops back to Bruggeman. Bruggeman trying to get it through. It's almost taken away there by Coulter. Working to get through. The puck tips up into the netting. We'll see changes from the Distillers. .8:36 remaining here in the third, 10-2. Which means that the Distillers are tending to business. All right, here we go. Coulter versus Thornton on the face-off glove side of Beeler. Face-off win for the Distillers. Trebas hangs on. Drews with it now. Madison with the puck. Drops it back, and it's picked up by Bruggeman. Bruggeman with it now. Feeds it over. Madison picks up. Oh, tried to do the 0-1-2 there as Thornton picked up. The puck does come out. Picked up Coulter. Coulter with it now. Coulter sees a pass develop, and he sees it, and he feeds it, and he does get it in. What an effort there as Coulter comes down the ice. Had the patience there, and he waited on Denny Bilyeu, number 69. Picks up his third goal of the weekend. First of the night. He picked up 2 last night, and he's putting on a show again. What an effort put on by Iron City Forge. It's a short-handed goal for them. And I talked to Denny before the game yesterday. He helped out with some pronunciations in the numbers, since the numbers are a little different tonight. And I told him today, hey, that worked out. Last night we had our little talk, and you got a couple of goals. We're having a talk today. So it worked out for him, and but he's still looking for another one. If it's anything from last night. All right, so Knoblich tried to put in. Schmidt picks up as it rounds out and puts a shot on, but it's poked out by Mellon. Still working behind the goal line, trying to get it out of Sorensen. Now it's going to be picked up, touched up. Madison gives it up to Masonoff. Masonoff with it now. Picks a shot, wraps it up off the glass, picked up, and it is played by Dan Schmidt, and trying to connect with Kurt Schmidt. But it comes back into the Distiller zone. Valentic picks up, feeds it off the boards, try to get it over to Drews. It gets through, and it's gathered now by Dan Schmidt, and he feeds it across. And here comes Iron City. Sudomirski's got to go after it. He gets a hold of it, rides it on the blue line instead of the dump in, and turns it over to Drews. Brock Drews with it now, and he's got some help with Spencer Munger coming. Munger there right in front of the crease, trying to pick it up. Madison trying to feed it, as he gathered it up right there. Low slot now working. Forsyth there gets shoved into the corner. Still with the puck though, but it's turned over by Munger. Madison trying to get a hold of it, but Sudomirski gets it, and he gets that picked up from Knoblich. Madison with it now back into the Distiller zone. Oh, and he hits a skate, and they're yelling for too many men, but they say no. Taking a shot, off the shoulder save, picked up and played by Head Jr. Comes all the way out. Brandon Gratz with the gather up into the neutral zone. He hangs on to it, and he looks, and he connects over to J.D. Woods. Here comes Woods now. Woods coming all the way in, taking a look! And he's shut down, but he picks up the puck in the corner. And now it's going to be picked up by Kurt Schmidt, and he gives it up, and it is played. Now, here we go. Looking, drops it back, and it comes out, and it was played off the hands there of Knoblich. Junior trying to grab it out of the air. Here comes, it's team Head there, and the puck gets pushed out. Oh, and it is picked up by Gore. Almost a chance here. Schmidt calling for it, but it's turned over. Well, he does get it. He puts it in, and it's going to be gathered up by Gore. Gore comes in and draws Michael back to him. Hess comes up and picks it up behind the net. Now he's coming up with speed. Coulter's trying to shut it down. It's going to be Dixon trying to spoil it, but he hangs on to it. And it's broken up. Head Senior stopped the first one. Coulter on the pickup there as the puck got loose. Gore on the keep. Now it's picked up Coulter now in the corner. Throws it to Dixon. Dixon hangs on to it. Trying to get it through. He does get the pass, but he cannot get it connected over to Michael as the poke by Gore. Shut down now by Mellon. Mellon feeds over to Gore. Gore with it now. Gore trying to wrap it off the boards. It's got to be picked up by O'Brien, but it's kept in by Head Senior with a shot. It's a bouncer loose, and it is covered with a chance there, but tied up. Dixon couldn't get anything going. As Gore and Coulter were tied up, Dixon couldn't free up, but it was an opportunity for Austin Mellon to shut it down. Just at the 1/4 mark here of the third period with 4:58 remaining. Face off in the Summit City zone. Hess trying to feed it through, but Knapp picks up. Coulter tried to pick it up, it goes wide. Does have the puck though. Feeds point, coming across. Now picked up Knapp. Knapp with the look, takes a shot, but it's a keeper more or less because he went wide. Galata there trying to hang on. Galata picks it up. He's trying to feed it and legging it up. Hess picks up and he's got Steele going. Coming back hard is Coulter. Steele with the look and he picks high, or picks a corner, but it goes high. Here comes Galata with a head of steam. Galata trying to come in. He's got one tonight. He wants more. He's pushed on a good hit off the play by Darren Trebes. Steele with it now. Hess calling for it, but it's turned over, but it comes back. Trebes with it. Brancic with it. Looking up, and he gets no ice. Steele picks up on the windup, and he couldn't get the fire on that shot that he wanted, so it's shut down there by Joe Beeler. Trying to get on that stretch pass, trying to get David Brancic on the score sheet there. I got to say this right. The Prostejev, Czechoslovakia native. Oh, the puck just sips out. Put on in the delayed offside. Put back in by Bruggeman. Here's a chance now as Iron City comes through. Here they come up ice. Schmidt with it. Schmidt with it now. Looks across. Gets it over to Dan Schmidt. From Kurt Schmidt. The Villieu goes in and out of the stick of Forsyth, and now it's gathered up by Wallums. Wallums is looking. Gets into the feet. There we go. Got it into the feet of Debo, and he tried to get something going with Perry. Perry gets taken off. Wallums comes in and gets the puck back. Debo puts it in the corner. Forsyth will pick it up. Turns it over there as he was tied up stick with Debo. Oh, on the reach. And he just out of gas to go after it, and it looks like it of Kurt Schmidt. Sal picked up Bruggeman. Delosier there, try to spoil it. Nice pass over, clear to Devin Perry. Devin Perry coming all the way and trying to feed, broken up by Head Senior. Working in the corner. And it's going to be picked up and cleared out of harm's way off the hands of Delosier. Valentic picks up, goes over to Bruggeman. Bruggeman throws it up ice on no icing because all the way up with an attempt. Head Senior will pick up the rebound. The attempt there coming from Devin Perry. Schmidt trying to pick up Kurt Schmidt. And it is cycling through right now with 2:35 remaining here of the third period. They draw it back behind goal line. The Distillers do. Gore calling his shot. He's showing, trying to direct some traffic. Launches it off the boards, but out of reach of Ian Masonoff. Goes back and picks up Gilbert Head Sr. had picked it up. Now it's going to be picked up and gathered up by Trevor Thornton. Thornton coming up, trying to get through, and he whiffs on the shot, but he gathers it up. Now he's back in the corner. He's going up against Head Sr. Gil Head Sr. there tying him up, and the puck's loose, and Junior comes and slides through, kicks it back for the old man to get, but Gore on the keep, picks up, and a shot, and Thornton from Madison. Masonoff will look to Gore, feeds it. Gore's gonna go across, and it's spoiled, and here goes Bilyeu, and Bilyeu's got the legs, he's got the speed, and here he goes, and he scores! He does get his 2 goals. He's gonna have to thank me for that. He's got the speed on the breakaway, and if it's not a breakaway, he connects. But that time he read the pass, trying to cycle through the defensive effort there. And he puts the 4th goal on to the Distillers here. What an effort by Denny Bilyeu, number 69 for the Iron City Forge. That goal coming in with 1:40 left of the third period. He is not quitting. Off the face-off, picked up Brandon Gratz. Gratzy with it now. Runs through the corner. Steinforth trying to pick up. He feeds over to Munger. Munger with it now. He's getting some pressure here. The puck's loose, and it's picked up by Knapp. Knapp trying to get rid of it, but it's going to be Mason off on the keep. Puts it on, into the corner. It goes. It's going to be kept in by Schlater. Schlater with it now. Schlater feeds him Munger. Munger with it now. Munger gets through. He's taking a shot, and out comes, and it's playable. Schlater going to try to feed it down to Gratz, but he's going to hang on to it. He's getting tied up there. Still working it. Munger feeds it to Gratz. Gratz with some time. 1 minute left in the period. And here it's picked up by the Forge, and they want to put another one up. They want to cut the lead in half here. Brought in by Knapp. He's tied up by Gratz. Still working for it, but Gratz comes out with the puck. And it is Knapp who looked like he was just leaving. And he had a chance to keep it in the zone, but he threw it in onto the bench of the Distillers with just one shift remaining here. 43.4 seconds in this matchup here out of the two-game weekend. The Distillers are trying to seal the deal and make this a bookends event here. Now it's going to be picked up, played by Schmidt. Schmidt puts it in, bounces off the player. Valentik on the reach, trying to spoil it. Looking up front, Schmidt there. And it's going to be picked up by Steinforth, and a penalty coming. On a rough. Is Scott Valentik heading into the penalty box for the roughing call with 28.1 seconds remaining. Face off here in the defensive zone for the Distillers, and let's see what the special teams can do here on the penalty kill. And it is a Culture Gym penalty kill. And we just have 28.1. Face off won by the Forge, but working to get a hold of it was Hess. On a quickie, Coulter had to dump it in wide. Here we go, Coulter does pick it up. All right, still working Schmidt along the boards. And now it's picked up Hess. Hess with it now. Scott O'Brien with him. It gets taken, and it is taken away by the hands of Dan Schmidt. Feeds it down. Gets it over to Bilyeu. Bilyeu with it now, and that'll do it. It'll run the clock out. So that will do it for the weekend. The Summit City Distillers come out of both games, come out with victories, but boy, they saw a few lumps here as they allowed the effort of the Iron City Forge to put up 4 goals against them. Half of the goals scored up were put in by Denny Bilyeu, so good job for Iron City to come all this distance to come down here and play. And the Summit City Distillers come out after the 2 games up in Iron City and 2 games here in the Summit City to come out victorious in all of them here. But good effort here put on, and we want to thank all the people that have tuned in to watch. Dennis Bilyeu's 5th goal of the season was unassisted, obviously, as he came down, but he had back-to-back goals as he got his 4th goal earlier with Joe Coulter picking up his 2nd assist. So congratulations, Summit City Distillers. They put on a show here, and we will check the schedule here. And the Summit City Distillers will play their next game on Saturday, January the 18th. They will be here and against the Kalkaska Battlers. So we look forward to seeing you then. Puck drop is 7 p.m. So make sure you tune in for that, and we will see you then. For all of us here in Fort Wayne, we thank you for tuning in and watching. Thanks, Bill Fwango on camera today. I'm Bryce Ryder, and your play-by-play. So congratulations again to the Summit City Distillers on both victories this weekend. Take care of yourself, and wherever you go, drive safe because someone out there loves you.